What's up guys, this is Bryce with Grab Bags, here showing you how you can get the most effective draw out of your grab bag. It'll be the fastest, the safest, and most effective draw that you can possibly get with your grab bag. For those of you that are familiar with outside the waistband training, there are 5 steps typically to how you draw your handgun. And it's typically 1, you grab your gun, 2, it's unholstered, 3, you drop your elbow, 4, you come together, push out for 5. Obviously it's gonna look a little different when it's full speed, but it's the same exact thing with this drawing with the grab bag. So step 1, you're going to grab the loop and pull down, and you're gonna grab your firearm like this. It's gonna be 1 motion, 1. And then 2, you're going to draw. And then 3, you're not gonna flag your hand. Don't flag your hand when you do this, but you're gonna drop your elbow and let go at the same time. So it's this motion. Drop the elbow, and then you're coming right here like you would when you're drawing from the hip. So once you draw right here, 3, 4, and then 5, you're pushing out. So let's review that again. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Another thing to keep in mind is the closer that firearm is to your dominant hand, the faster you're gonna be able to draw. So typically, I like to carry just canted off to my right side because I'm right-handed. And also this way, if I, for some reason, am fighting with someone and I need to use one hand, I can still come here a lot easier. Does that make sense? Rather than, you know, I'm fighting with someone and I'm coming, I have to reach over here. I might not be able to do that because I'm probably gonna be using this hand and then I'm pulling this crap. And so this was actually the technique that got us to that sub-second, is we realized that we needed to be a little bit closer to our dominant hand. So when you pack right here, that full speed looks like that. So another point to keep in mind is when you draw, when you're on step 2, make sure you keep a hold of this loop right here. You don't just let go, because if you let go and you go to draw, I mean, you can still draw, but if you can see, I mean, it'll move your bag a little bit, especially if you might have an adrenaline dump and you're pulling a different way than you normally do, and your bag's gonna slide around. So make sure you drill that into habit of keeping a hold of this. So when you come to step 2, make sure you clear that holster first before you let go. So now that I'm past step 2, now I can let go and come to step 3, 4, 5. All right, let's move on to crossbody here. We'll go over this. Again, make sure your gun is not loaded, that it's completely unloaded. So we're gonna go over these same steps. So it's pretty much the same steps as we just went over. So you're gonna go 1, right? So right here, it probably looks like if I pull out, I'm gonna be flagging my arm, right? So that's where you have to be careful with crossbody drawing. That's why I typically like to wear around the waistband, because I'm not flagging myself or anyone else. But if you're gonna carry like this, I do sometimes. If I'm at the gym, I'll carry crossbody once in a while when it's conducive. But you have to be aware of that. You have to really drill that into your training, that if you grab right here and you just pull out, you're gonna be flagging yourself. So when you come to 1, keep your elbow out and away from you. So then you go 1, and it's immediately as you come out, so you go 1, 2, and as soon as you come out, try and get that muzzle down like this. And it's a little bit awkward because I'm up high a little bit. But when you come out, you don't want to have any chance of flagging yourself. So if you can see from the side, I am not flagging myself at all. I'm facing straight down. This is called sul. That means south in Portuguese, for those that don't know. Once I'm past 2, then I can come up here and drop my elbow, right? And then 4, 5. That makes sense? 4, 3, 2, 1. But now full speed, it's gonna look like this. You can even watch from the side just to make sure I'm not flagging myself. You can also see right here, I drop my non-dominant elbow, low enough that I don't flag myself when I draw. So I immediately get my muzzle up. The problem with this is you will end up flagging someone else around you. So you have to be very careful drawing while crossbody carrying. So these are my tips and tricks for you guys to be safe and effective drawing out of the grab bag and to get a sub-second draw time.